Yeah, it's stuck. That's just it's been stuck in this. You never me. I'm not your. I'm not your mother. I'm your auto
Not your auto
mechanic.
mechanic.
I swear, he made a new song, and I guess ever I guess since that remix that Pootie made went viral, him and Pootie been like collaborating now. So he got a new song called "I'm Just Your Auto Mechanic." I guess since that
Oh, shit. Auto mechanic.
I want to do a cap cut karate AI now. Oh, can never have nothing to myself. It's like, no, let me stop.
Oh man. Well, guys. Hey, welcome to The Level, your bi-weekly check-in where geek and pop culture collide. We're your hosts, Rainy Days and Skitty Live, bringing you hot takes, deep dive, and a whole lot of fun each and every other Sunday. And here on The Level, we got 2 more episodes to go before we take our summer break. So make sure you tune in. Shout out to our 120 subscribers. Yay, us. Woo! Every little bit count. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a nerd who knows a blur, who knows a geek, who knows you, that The Level is where you want to be each and every other Sunday. Once we take our break to us. But still, share our content. Look at our videos. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Top 10s, a whole bunch of things. We have special guests. It's a great time over here. But we got a lot to talk about, and it is Horror Fest in July. Me and Skitty done went through the best horror films that July has the offer, or June and July has the offer, and
Have
we're gonna
not been
break them
disappointed for real.
and have not been disappointed. And we're going to rate them for you guys. But before we get into our agenda today, let's check in and see what we've both been watching. Here
God
comes Skitty Rick and Morty camera.
damn, right? Just went to the next dimension. Jeez. I was like, you're doing so good. I wasn't even going to talk. I was going to talk to my camera after. See, now I'm talking.
You got to give
shit.
a pep talk before.
Exactly. Jeez Louise. Come on, man. Oh, see, here we go. And now it's being used by another application. How, Sway? How? How? And then you got this camera.
No, that's the other camera.
Yeah, this crappy son of a bitch. Yeah.
What you been watching, Skitty? We can see you now.
I have been watching. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna stick with this camera. We're just gonna stick with that camera. That's it. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of been in like a mental stupor lately, trying to get myself out of this whatever funk that I've been in, and I just started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine again.
Okay, yeah.
That show is funny as fuck, yo. I love that show. Like, I don't usually do cop shows, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine is definitely the cop, the one of the funniest shows, but the funniest cop show that I've ever seen. So, yeah. If you haven't seen it, you like a good laugh, definitely check out Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've been rewatching the Netflix Marvel universe. Right now I'm on the first season of Jessica Jones. And whenever I'm not watching that, I am on the 5th season of Supernatural. I just felt like rewatching a whole bunch of stuff. One of the greatest shows of all time. Yeah.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down for sure. Hands down for sure.
Winchester clan over here.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, always, especially like when you're, in a state of, I get it, like, mental funk, watch a show that kind of, brings some type of nostalgia to you.
Well,
Yeah, it brings you out of it. Yep, 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 yep. When I was pregnant with my daughter and I was in a bit of a funk, I watched all of Boy Meets World again. Like, I love Boy Meets World, like, and then I watched Girl Meets World after that, which was not as great, but still good because it was good to see Corey be the teacher that you already knew he can be. But let me tell you, I can watch that whole entire show from like start to finish and still act like I watched it for the first time. Like,
the Girl Meets World, I tried watching that, but I think it's more so you can tell when something's like not for you. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm watching it and I'm like, this is not for me anymore. You know what I mean? Like
I rewatch it. I gotta
I
rewatch it
tried
because
I tried
I
watching.
love it.
I mean, I
I was
watched more
sad
than
they
a few.
canceled it.
I'm You said now they canceled it?
Yeah, I was sad they canceled it, but I get why they did. Cause like you
Yeah, I
said, it's
think
not the same. It don't hit the same like as it
yeah, you know what I
did.
mean? I mean Topanga still, she that junk.
Yeah, she's still fine as a bag of but
But
yeah.
but it's just I don't know, it'd be like
I feel like Girl Meets World finally gave Sean the family that he wanted, and that's the one thing I liked. Like, especially how Sean was in Boy Meets World, he was the poor friend. He was the trailer park. So he finally got the daughter and the wife and the love that he always envy about his friend Corey. And then he finally got a chance, to make amends to things like he made amends with his dad. He passed away. He had finally got face to face with Angela after she left him. Like, it was really kind of like a Sean Meets World type of situation. And eventually, when they got towards like the end of it, but it definitely was like it had this moment I was like, all right. My favorite part of it was Corey. Like, he made that show. Like, he was hitting them. He has this one quote he taught. It was like, people change people. And that episode where he was teaching like how people influence other people, and just seeing that he was so influenced by his teacher to go and instill knowledge in other kids and let them learn the life lessons. Like, it was definitely nostalgic. Like, that's the one thing I like about it. But I get you. Like, it didn't feel the same as watching Boy Meets World, but it tried. It definitely tried. So, but now Sabrina Carpenter is famous and singing, and all of them have gone different ways. But and I know Sean and Topanga and Eric have a podcast called Pod Meets World. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you found out that Corey was a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
bit of a bit of a dick, you know, kind of crazy. I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it runs in the family, but
Yeah, I
but
heard that. Yeah, because I heard about his brother too,
yeah,
which that was shocking. That was shocking too.
runs in
The
the family.
savages are savage.
The savages are savage.
You
You're
know,
gonna go see the Odyssey. Enjoy. We're not gonna talk about it this week. We'll talk about it next week.
definitely next week. But
All right.
but but I will say this, and this is and this is for okay, he's heading to see. Oh yeah. There was I wish I would have saved that picture. For the people that are complaining about certain actors and actresses, actresses, actor slash actresses. I don't know what to call Elliot now, but them motherfuckers wasn't even a fucking movie for a whole 5 minutes. So shut the fuck up, you know, quit complaining. And another thing too, back in the Greek days, those ancient days, the most beautiful women were black women. So Lupita being Helen of Troy, shut the fuck up. All right, that's it because we're going to talk about that next episode. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
just had to
gotta
get that
definitely
off. I had to
get
get
it
that
off your
off my
chest.
chest. Yeah, yeah.
She was telling the Troy. I'm ready now. I mean, more excited, but I didn't know that. Um, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Okay, yeah, but anyway, But
turned into 500 real quick. It's like,
what have I been watching? Oh, I watched. So this is what I've been watching. It's like a list. I'm rundown. I watched I Will Find You on Netflix. That miniseries. It was really good.
okay.
It had my boy Peter from Heroes in it.
Peter Petrelli.
Yeah,
I don't know his
he
name.
aged.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know his real name, but as soon as I said, I was like, "That's Peter." But he aged well. I give him that. He aged well, so that was pretty good. I watched worst which one just came out? Worst Neighbor Ever. So if you guys are a fan of the worst, I'm gonna say worst dot ever series on Netflix, like the worst neighbor ever, then you have the worst roommate ever, the worst ex ever. All like it's crazy to see what people put up with or what people take advantage of and how horrible law enforcement is. So if you in something like that, there was a good mini series. You're not gonna believe some of these stories. This one lady, she was so mad at her neighbors. She rode around her lawnmower topless. Like kids and everybody was outside. They was having like a block party. She came outside half naked. And they called the police and they told her it wasn't against the law, that she had to be fully nude in the state of Texas in order to be considered like indecent exposure, which is crazy. So like this old woman just got her, over the shoulder boulder holders just hanging. It's like little kids walking down the street.
Sometimes it'd be hot
And
out there. She wants,
she was doing that on purpose because she hated her neighbors. She was racist, but like
or maybe she wanted to be Eve in her Garden of Eden.
But that's a good watch. Oh, I just started watching Widow's Bay. You heard about it?
Widow's
Bay. So it is nominated for an Emmy, but it's basically like a horror comedy. And it's basically about this town that's on the island, and you follow the mayor. I forgot the guy name. If I show him a picture, you probably know who I'm talking about. But he's the mayor of the island, and weird shit happens on this island. Like weird horror, like it has like jump scare, like it has everything you want in a horror series, but it's funny. So it's like it's scary but funny at the same time. Like I think it's a really good watch. I was wondering why I was nominated, but now I get why. Like in the storytelling of what's going on with the island, basically the island is cursed. And during a certain time of year, the fog comes out and all these things happen in the fog. Like one episode, my man was on he was on the mushroom and he was tripping. And he was tripping for like 18 hours straight. But every time he went to go trip, it would get black and he would wake up somewhere else and he'd be like, "How did I get?" or he be holding something or doing something weird. And then, like he went to the town hall meeting high on streets. And they was fussing about it and everything. And they was like, say something. And he blacked out. And when he woke up, everybody was gone. And the whiteboard said, in the count of 3, everybody closed their eyes. And he was outside the town. Like it's such a great thing. Like so, based on the horror things, you like a horror comedy. That's a good one. So, I think that's it. Wrestling. Main event came on last night. So I've been watching wrestling.
You know what? I sent you something because one dude came across my TikTok and he was like, "I just got finished watching." Wrestling, as you can see, because the way he had his light set up and whatnot. And he was like, "Who was that for? Why? Why?" And I just sent it to you. I was like, I don't know what this means, but
let me see what you sent me.
Like, why?
Main event, as you can see, the color scheme in my apartment. And what did it solve? Who was it for? Please explain to me. What was that for? The tag match was okay. The women's match was okay.
Oh, you talk about Saturday Night Main Event. So the thing about Saturday Night Main Event is it's not a PLE. Right. It's not considered a pay-per-view, which I think is ridiculous because it does everything that the PLE does. Like it comes on a special night. I guess because they have them often, That's why it's not considered
or because people are already paying to see it now.
Yeah, and it also
you
comes
know.
on TV sometimes. Sometimes it comes on
Oh,
live TV. So they don't
okay.
consider it a pay-per-view. But last night there was a match between Cody Rhodes. It was Cody Rhodes, CM Punk versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. And basically the match, I thought it was a great match. But and then also Roman Reigns acknowledged what's the dude that Jalen the Knicks the Knicks one. So it was in Madison Square Garden. So they brought out the Knicks coach. I mean the Knicks head not the coach, the captain out.
Their players, right.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, the MVP. Roman Reigns acknowledged him, gave him a belt, and it was just like why are we doing this? like you could have given him this belt on a regular Raw. Like, it's just like, why have this event when literally almost right after another event follows or PLE follows, like SummerSlam is about to happen. So some people think it's a waste of time, like, or just call it a PLE, like call it what it wants. And it's really like only 4 matches that happen in Saturday Night Main Event. So it's basically like a regular episode. It's Saturday wrestling. That's basically
Saturday night event. SNE.
Yeah, Saturday night. That's Saturday Night Main Event. But yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so let's get into our show today. So, oh wait, I'm sorry. We have a question of the day. So
I don't even want you to ask that question, yo. I don't care what nobody say. I was you know what? Finish your shit, because I'm not going to let y'all disrespect Ben 10 like that. But I'm going to let you finish your shit. So finish your shit. Because I was appalled. I was like, excuse, I'm not even a Ben Tennyson fan, but I put respect on fucking Ben 10's name, god damn it. But go ahead. Ask your question.
So if you guys follow me on social media, primary Facebook, I put out a few questions of the day that we're going to try to start talking about on the podcast. But this one seems to get everybody really riled up. And as always, when it comes to an avatar, right? So the question of the day is, who has to get up for Aang to sit down? So who has to get up for Avatar Aang to sit down? Currently seated is Mark or Invincible, aka from Invincible. We also have Dick Grayson's Robin. We also have Ben 10. And last but not least is Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man. So who has to get up for Aang to sit down?
And I said, Aang better make his fucking air bubble that he be floating on and sit his ass there, because ain't no fucking way y'all disrespecting Ben Tennyson like that. What? How many years did it take us to see Aang as a grown man? We already done seen Ben as a grown man. We done seen him as a kid, a preteen, a teenager, and a grown man. How many movies has Ben 10 got? How many successful movies does Aang got? One of them we don't even want to mention. And the live action show, we don't even fuck with it anyway like that neither. So yeah, fuck that. Aang, air bubble it up. Cause Aang, and if we're going by continuity and who put influence out there more, then I would have to say Invincible. I would have to say Mark. And the only reason why I'm saying Mark is because not a lot of people know Mark except until he got an animated show. Not a lot of people was reading the comic book of Invincible until it got an animated show, because it made a lot of people backtrack, like One Piece. One Piece ain't get popular till COVID hit, but I ain't going to continue saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? That truth. Ain't nobody ready for that truth. But nah, yeah, but if we're going by continuity wise, you know, how much influence is out there. But yeah, don't ever disrespect Ben Tennyson's. Again, I'm not a Ben 10 fan. You know what I'm saying? I stopped watching after he was like a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So I guess because, you know, it's not too many aliens. I mean, they found a ways, you know, different aliens he can change into. But again, don't disrespect Ben Tennyson like that. Fuck out of here. And the other question, the other
You want to do both of them?
Yeah, do both of them.
Why
Do
can't I
both
get
of
the
them.
poll?
Cause I got words for that motherfucker too.
Okay, so I mean, it was a lot of different reasoning behind just the first question behind everybody's ideas, and I get it. I think the top ones was Robin, or and it was also, I think, Ben 10 Invincible was kind of tied. Miles Morales was up there. The only reason why I think Miles, a lot of people thought Miles should get up, is because he's technically not the original Spider-Man. But that's one thing I want people to put it was two things I want people to put respect on. You put respect on Miles Morales for being the Spider-Man that he is. Like, he culturally changed Spider-Man. And then you put respect on goddamn Dick Grayson Robin. I don't care if he don't got no superpowers.
On everything. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? In Injustice, when Damian accidentally killed him, you killed my son. Fuck with Damian like that.
Like, don't y'all he don't got superpowers, Rain. It don't fucking matter. Like, his superpower is plot armor. He is the ultimate offspring of Batman, and not even related, because Batman got real offspring. So I don't care. He's there for a reason, because if you're talking about how he affects the culture, he's the first. He's like one of the OG sidekicks to make you think that it's good to be a sidekick. Like, so put some respect on Dick Grayson's name, y'all.
He's the only one that can put on the bat suit and make criminals think he's Batman.
But okay, speaking of Batman, so my other question of the day was on the Batjet, who has to get up for Batman to sit down? And we got A, Tim Drake, B, Damian Wayne, C, Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, and D, Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing. Who has to get up for Batman to sit down?
Fuck what anybody has to say. I don't give a fuck. Jason Todd was voted to die for a reason. You get no respect when you gotta come back. You gotta die and come back as somebody else's original character.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Jason Todd get beat with a crowbar again. Fuck you mean? I'll pick Damian over Jason Todd any day. Oh, the Red Hood's so cool. Fuck that nigga. He had to die to be cool.
He did have to die to be cool.
DC was running out of ideas. They was like, you know what? Let's bring back Jason Todd 30 years later.
Like, even Batman don't really like my man. Like, it's, not to say it like that, but I mean, that's how we gotta say it. Like, I mean, if we being real, right? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can say, okay, for sure. I mean, Dick not getting up. Let's just make sure we all know that. He gonna sit. Damian, it's gonna come to hell or high water if y'all Damian about to get even if we want him off, he about to fight everybody to stay on. Like, he about to fight everybody. He don't care. He not getting off. He gonna fight Batman. Batman try to put him off.
Ken was never voted to die by fans.
And I know people feel some type of way about Tim Drake, especially with, him being, officially outed.
Tim Drake is still the Red Robin. He's still the perfect detective. Period. Even Batman gave him props on his detective skills. Fuck Jason Todd. Okay. Fuck. And that's on Raising Cane's. This is not a promotional.
This is not a promotion.
This is not.
All right. That's a great time. All right, guys. I'll put the because YouTube being crazy. But I'll make sure I'll put the polls up this week on the channel. Make sure you guys weigh in who you think should basically get up for so and so to sit down. I have another one I'm working on. I'm thinking about doing like a melee style, like a Royal Rumble. So I'm thinking who got to come out the Royal Rumble. So I got a couple characters up my sleeve. I think it's going to get everybody kind of fired up. You know me on social media. I love to stir the pot.
Oh, I saw those questions. I was like, I'm gonna just put my little 2 cents about Aang and his air bubble, because even I can't front on the Last Airbender, Avatar, the Last Airbender, the cartoon. It had my emotions up and down. The action was beautiful. The storytelling was great. Even the fillers, what would be known as the fillers, were good to watch. So I can't front on that. But again, don't disrespect Ben Tennyson. That's all I got to say.
I guess in fairness, right? If you would say Ben, right? Only because specifically that picture, that Ben is the weakest version of himself. So that would be like the in fairness. Yeah, that Ben. Young Ben.
That's Teen
Young
Ben.
Ben.
With
Young
the
Ben is like Young Ben
he
was
turned
the
into
Ben.
the all-knowing, all omnipotent, whatever the fuck, with the stars and shit, with the fucking.
When he got it right, half the time Dick was turning to he was turning to a slug.
I forgive you.
He would go in the fight. He'd be like, oh, the chick stip. He'd be like, oh man, y'all turn to the dude with the smart one. He'd be mad. Well, arm chicks be like, He gonna sit there and gonna be like, he's like, y'all, give me a second. I gotta get my watch together. But I think for that question, I don't think Aang will make anybody get up because he's a pacifist. Like we said, like some people were saying, he could earthbend. He could just make himself another seat. Like he wouldn't be the type person like,
there you go. Make
like,
yourself a seat.
make yourself
Nobody
a seat.
getting the fuck up. Air bubble, earth chair. I don't give a fuck.
All right. So let's get into today's topics. So we got some movies. So what movie you want to talk about first, Skitty?
Let me go to the topics.
Mm-hmm. Let's see which one we want to talk
many
about
of them.
first.
I mean, for real. Let's go with the Mummy.
Okay. So let's talk about Lee. Is it Cronin? Cronin?
Yes.
Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So this film recently came out in theaters. Well, I saw it on it came out in April, but I saw it on HBO Max. That's when it kind of took off. And it's been recently announced that this movie lives in the Evil Dead franchise.
Yes.
Following a father and his family who was originally stationed in Cairo, there are a series of events that happens to his daughter, and ultimately she's kidnapped and she becomes the mummy. So let's talk about all the craziness in this movie because this shit was crazy.
Yo.
Let's just talk
about it. Overlooked and underrated, for real. I wasn't expecting it to be good, and I had to broke myself out of it the last Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. A lot of people hear The Mummy and they think, oh, Brendan Fraser, and you got to cut that shit out, man. Like, just because it has the same title does not mean it's the same movie. Like, you can't say every Batman movie was the same Batman movie. They were different Batmans, different villains, shit, even different time frames, for real, with the exception of the Christopher Nolan Batmans. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciated it. And then the fact that it was connected to the recent Evil Dead universe, that made it even more interesting. So what was your take on that?
I love a good horror movie that is a horror movie.
Mm.
Despite it, I would say despite it not being as scary to me, as probably when I was, younger. I love the fact that it lives in the idea of being a horror movie. I don't want to watch a horror movie and guess if it's a horror movie. Like that's my main thing.
Right,
So
right.
I enjoyed it. I thought it had some moments where it was a little campy. But there was also like moments where it was like, yeah, like she
Once,
gave
but
grandma the business.
the campy part, because I feel you on the campy part, but once you find out that it's part of the Evil Dead universe, you're like,
Get it.
you get it
Yeah.
now. Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I would have enjoyed maybe just a little bit more backstory
Yes.
on the mummy itself, or the demon that
Amen.
they was
Right,
trying to fix, or even the family of the magician. Like just a little bit more
right,
backstory there.
right.
Um I felt like, cause like I feel like they feel like they spend too much time on grandma. Like I get that she messed grandma up the most, but she just got grandma out of there the first time around. But I get it, they had to, build up that scare. I personally love the ending. Like I love a revenge type of ending.
Ooh.
And I was having a conversation with my fiance, and he was like, "Babe, like, like, well, if it was me, would you, what would you do? Would you keep me in the house?" I'd be like, "No, yeah, ask gotta go back to Cairo. I don't know what you think this is, but like,
Nigga, you going in that mini pyramid. The fuck you talking about?
if it was me, the little girl would have never came home. Like, I'd be like, that's not my daughter. I don't know who that is, but that ain't my child. Like,
What?
like,
What? That was another thing too. Like, and even the mom, because the mom went and she was like, "There's something wrong with her, yo." Like, oh well, she's perfectly fine. Nah, doc, you're gonna have to keep her overnight.
yeah, like, did
Call,
y'all
call
run
me
any
in, call
tests?
me in a week. Call me in a week. We'll see what's going on. Keep her in a padded room or something. But yeah, yeah.
like, like,
Yeah, I
like,
love my
why?
daughter. I love my daughter with all my heart. But if she ever was missing for 8 years and then comes back with all these fucking oh my goodness, man. Nah, yeah, fucking
All this craziness.
oh
Like,
no.
you over there rationalizing it. No.
Nah.
She would have got
Yeah,
the
no.
fuck out the first 5 minutes. Like, I don't even know how she got there. That's number one. And then, like, and everybody in the house was dumb. That's the thing. That's how I felt. Like, from the little
I ain't gonna
girl,
front.
dumb.
I wish they would have. I wish we would have been able to see what happened on that plane though.
Crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
That
saying. I
was
felt like we was missing some like some plot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Something that
Yeah.
can make the story fill in.
Yeah, it made it gel better, like, cause it just didn't like the beginning was good. Okay, we figure out why she got kidnapped. First of all, that's y'all fault for letting y'all daughter play in a foreign place backyard and nobody's keeping an eye on her. I don't know how y'all want to feel about
Talking to
that. Like,
strangers.
yeah, she in there talking to strangers. Yeah, I want a piece of candy. Like, let me like, yeah, like, but my favorite part of the movie, the funniest part of this movie was when the little girl, the sister, Maeve, I think her name was Maud, whatever, she picked her teeth out at the funeral and
Oh,
she
she was
put
bad.
grandma teeth in her mouth. That was fucking hilarious. I died. She was
I
like,
was like, what the? And then she just smiled, just
with the blood and everything. And then the sister came in the coffin and started to attack grandma. But what made
that
it
was
was crazy is
crazy.
nobody was paying attention. No one saw this little girl picking all her teeth
Nobody
out.
saw out of all the people in the downstairs. Nobody just. You can even catch the ceiling with your peripherals. Like I'm staring straight. I can still see my fan. I can see my TV. You know what I'm saying? My fire alarm, and I'm looking, matter of fact, I'm looking at the camera. I can still see my fan. I can still see my TV. I don't understand how people can't see a fucking crawling ass girl on the ceiling. That was weird.
It
I was like,
weird.
I was in the theater like nobody sees that. Like
Nobody. Little girl sitting there like pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop.
nobody's paying attention to these kids.
Yeah,
It was wild.
it was it was wild. It was a fun watch though. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed it because it was it was a horror movie. Like you can't it wasn't questionable
Yeah.
where you should put it.
And you could
And like you said,
go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No.
No, I was gonna say like you said about the mummy, like because that's the first thing somebody else said. Like, is it like Brendan? You know, you can't knock the fact that Brendan Fraser made something so iconic that people
Yeah.
automatically think of him, especially with all the talk with him coming back to do it. So I get the
Right.
confusion. But like you said, when this one I felt like did a good job being both independent and keeping that name. What I wanted maybe more Mummy. I mean, I guess she was the mummy, but she really wasn't the mummy. Like,
It was. I'm thinking it was the process of like
mummification process.
mummification process that she had to go through because it
And
was like
she started pulling them band-aids off her skin. The bandages off her skin.
Oh, when they were inside of her. Oh,
yeah. And the brother was helping her. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's how I'm over there like. Like in the theater, like, oh my God, yo, like that's how I knew. And then when you hear the word Bixler, and I was like, why does that name sound so fucking familiar? And it's the name of the family that was on Evil Dead Rise, Bixler. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Which brings us to the next subject. And this is why I wanted to
do that. We ain't rated.
Go ahead. Oh, rate it? Oh, I give it a good 8. 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 Yeah, you same thing. You gave it 7. I mean,
yeah. It was like I said, the plot is kind of what
it was.
I just feel like it was too fast.
You want too fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
More on the family's history.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Again, well, now we can still slide on to the, you know what I mean, Evil Dead Burn. Because there were like
this movie was fucking hilarious.
What people don't understand is that what'd you say?
This movie was fucking hilarious.
Yo, and grandma had me tripping, yo. Like it's like yeah, thief, always calling the joint a thief.
Did you take my money?
You took my money. Nah, but it all the Evil Deads, and this is to clear some shit out because a lot of people were like, oh no, the first Evil Dead was a continue. No, the Evil Dead that came out in 2013 was a reboot, aka soft reboot. It had nothing to do with the previous Evil Dead. I wish people would stop saying that shit and stop making that shit up. That is a fan theory that has no basis on just bullshit. Okay, that's enough of that. What I did like about Evil Dead Burn, I liked everything. All the Evil Dead from 2013 has held the name high. They have continued on the legacy of the gore, of the craziness, a little bit of sense of humor in there. But it was wild though, man. Like I would say my part in that movie, it was nasty too. It was like when she was like, the money's under the bed, da. And she's like, oh, you're broken up here. And then took out her dentures and was like, I was like,
with the chicken bone.
Right. And then put it back in her mouth. And I was like, oh my God, yo, that movie was definitely crazy. But yeah, I wanted it changed. What people don't understand how important this specific Evil Dead is that it changed the lore of the entire series. Because originally you could kill a Deadite by dismembering them and then burying them.
Right.
sunlight either destroyed the host and the deadite, or destroyed the deadite inside the body, destroyed the spirit of the deadite or whatever, because that's how Bruce Ash survived Evil Dead 2, because sunlight, he started changing back to his normal self. Now they basically said the Kandarian dagger is the only way to stop him. That's the only way that you can stop a deadite. You can't do it no more. You can't do no sunlight, because grandma at the end of the movie was crawling in the sunlight. And I was like, damn, I guess sunlight don't kill him no more. That's a wrap for that. So, like, stupid French bitch.
Why did that girl get out the car? Like, I don't understand. Like, why did she get out the car? I don't care who grandma that is. I'm not getting out the car if I see somebody's grandma crawling, or woman if I see anybody crawling on an off road with no legs and one is bleeding.
I'm gonna be dead up honest with you. My survival instincts probably kicked in, and I'd have ran that bitch over.
Ran her right the fuck over.
Because then I would have been like, hold on, I see a blood. You see blood trails when you're traveling. I remember traveling one night with my daughter, and what people don't tell you about overnight traveling is that you see a lot of blood on the highways. And the reason being is because the big 18-wheelers just be smacking these deer, and they will drag a deer to whatever, whatever. You see that blood trail and you're like, what the fuck? And mind you, I play a lot of horror games, seen a lot of horror stuff. So I'm like, I'm not stopping for nothing. I'm not stopping for nothing. And you see, mind you, her leg, she cut off her own leg. She cut off her own leg. She cut off her own leg, and the blood trail was long as fuck. So the driver had to see the blood trail. If you see a blood trail that long and you see somebody crawling with a missing leg, and they're not dead from bleeding out, it's a zombie. And you gotta stop it. You gotta run it over.
What made that scene funny is that the fact that she clipped her in the chair by her leg, her good leg, not. Cause she was like, she lifted the dress, she was like, snap, and she went down the steps like,
yo, just slow,
and she was there the whole time, just slow as a shit. And the fucking mother, yo, when she took her in the bathroom, I was like, why did you take this woman in the bathroom? She should have let her die. Like, what's up, Mark? Like, she should have just, like, it's not the fact that we knew that she was a deadite. It was the fact that she just tried to kill you 5 seconds ago. I ain't trying to save nobody no more if you just tried to kill me 5 seconds ago. At this point, it's survivor of the fittest.
Did she try? No, she pulled
back.
Remember?
No, remember the grandma had her on the thing, and she's like, come on, press the button. And she was like, I'm sorry, Asia. She was gonna do it. Asia saved herself. Remember? She was gonna kill that lady.
It could be a misdirection. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
from the beginning to the end, she was clear about how she felt about her.
The next scene that you seen off that part though was her leaning back, so she was away from John.
No, she was like, "You're like, I'm sorry." She was like, and she put the bathroom tied up. She's like, "You lucky I saved your ass."
But I somewhat do agree with you though. I wouldn't have took her in the bathroom. Yo, the way and when speaking of the mom, why when she was kissing her husband and you see the blood and
the blood
saliva, you haven't kissed me like that years.
I was like, oh, she crazy. She down for it. She down for it.
It wouldn't be an Evil Dead movie or a horror movie without having some piss you off moments. And one of my top piss you off moments was when she got to that attic. Now, this was my top piss you off moment. She got to the attic. She dumped out the knives. Was stabbing the old boy with the knife. Found a knife. Mind you, found a knife. Boop. bang, saw the door, the attic door go down. So obviously somebody was coming up there. And then the mom, the deadite mom, pokes her heads out. I'm like, yo, your reaction was to back up, nigga. Boop. She would have got it right in the dome. Boop. Kandarian dagger right to the dome. Boop. Whoever would have came up them stairs. Boop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even, and the Kandarian dagger is a one shot. If you know what I mean, she just stabbed Bull once. She didn't stab him multiple times. She stabbed him
just
once.
one time.
He was done. You know what I'm saying? And then she had to drag that shit out, yo. Oh my goodness. Seeing her dead ex-husband all burnt up, crispy. Mind you, she was brave as shit when she killed the dog. The dog leapt up at her and she did an underjoint.
Yeah, she was like, on guard.
You telling me she was afraid of her ex-husband? Nigga, fuck out of here. I was so mad. I was like, end this nigga. End him. Stab him.
I would say to play devil advocate, like you said about the mom, like I think the reason why they did that because throughout the film they they told us that she was abused.
Right. Well, yeah.
And when it comes to like domestic violence, we all say like especially like watching something like that, like why you ain't just do this like that, and their mental stability is like, she was like kind of like reset because she kept having those flashbacks of him putting his hands on her and stuff like that. So,
but I wonder, because see, they could have played on that too, because you heard his voice talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which now this comes from the whoever has played the Evil Dead game. When you are afraid, when your fear meter is up, that's when you can get possessed by the Kandarian demon and become a deadite. So I'm wondering, what was she able to do, or could she be like a descendant of one of the wise men? This is why I said from the gate, I need a Circle of the Wise Men show, movie, or something, or origin, because once you put them in there, boom, I'm like, all right, well then shoot, I need an origin story. I need to know what's going on. And then my camera okay, I was about to say, what the hell? I was stuck on that for a minute. Oh, but yeah.
You talking too much about them wise men.
I know. Fuck that. And I don't got no Kandarian dagger. I'm fucked. But nah, yeah, it was just that they were explaining, well, we know the bull, the family was, I guess, a descendant of the wise men, because they said the granddad used to go all over the world and the third. So
he got it the worst.
Who?
Joseph.
Yeah.
He got it the worst.
He got thrown around that.
And he deserved it, but he got it the worst. He deserved it because he left her. He left her in that car. So let me ask you which would you have done? He left her, Skinny.
First of all, when I pulled out that gun, the thing is that he knew what it was. You could see it in his eyes. He realized what his dad was. And he should have I would have put bullet holes in that motherfucker, grabbed my girl and we would have got out of there. But yeah, he did leave her. And then the fact that, and she said it too. He's like, you couldn't kill your dad, but it was easy to kill me. And I was like, oh wow, like
because he fucked her up. Like he was fucking her up in that car. Like he took her fingers off. Like he put the seat through her face. He was like stabbing her with it like 35 times. Like he was just sitting there watching. I get fear, but when she lit that when she set off that fire extinguisher, that was the chance to help her get out. He immediately got out there. He was like, well,
you on your own.
He was like, I see you back at the house, baby. I see you back at the house.
Hope you make it.
It was like Brenda and Cindy. Yo, it was Brenda. Yo, wasn't running with the track star.
But yeah, But yeah, he got thrown all around that house, dog.
got-
And then
she
why
fucked him
was she hiding in the closet like that was going to do something? You gonna go in the closet? Another pissed me off moment. She's over there crawling. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get up and
Yeah,
run,
that's what I was wondering. Like, she said,
run.
I said, if this bitch don't get up and run, like, run, bitch. Run. I'm sitting young, run, bitch, run.
But I did like that action sequence though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I did like it. It was like a piss you off moment, but the way he was tossing both the mom and the son. Just woof, woof, wow.
Ooh, over here.
You
over
promised
there,
you
over
wouldn't
there, over the
hurt
wall.
him. Right through the bookcase.
Boom.
But yeah, but
That was a good movie.
also, like I said, with changing the whole lore, the only thing that can kill him now is the Kandarian dagger.
One
Or
more post-credit scene.
yes. So the grandmom crawling on the road was the one credit scene. Which I kind of felt that was going to happen though. When you didn't see her after you see her leg just chained up to the, you know what I mean? You just get chained up there and you're like, yeah, she's not attacking. She left.
Rule number one, if you don't see the body, it's still alive.
You already know. Now, this is what even made it crazier. So the second post-credit scene was back at the funeral home, and the funeral lady was explaining to her, that was her niece, right?
Yep.
So she was explaining to her niece that these are the urns, these are the ashes of the people of families that, you know, forgot to pick up their loved ones, so they just leave them there just in case people remember. Now, one of the ashes were the mom from Evil Dead Rise, which again goes back to changing the lore. Another way that you could kill a deadite was that you burn them to ashes.
Yeah,
and that was it.
That's why I was like,
that was because I was like, that was crazy. She just came back from the ashes and murks her daughter right there. So it's like, whoa, like
home.
yeah. So it's like, so you can't. So burning them to death, that's a wrap. Sunlight, that's a wrap. Decapitation and then burial, that's a wrap. So yeah, they're gonna have to make some. Like, is there like a special metal of the Kandarian dagger that it's made from? Because they did say it's our weapon.
Yeah.
They said it's our weapon and we want it back. So, I mean, because give me that metal, make some Kandarian bullets. Because
yeah, I wonder if they're going to like kind of give it like, the it type of background. The only thing that really can harm Pennywise is
that material that kept them encased.
That he came from. Yeah. So I wonder if it's kind of like that, like, because that's the part I thought. I was like, I was like, how is that still alive though? Like, first of all, she was looking at her ashes. So that was the crazy thing about it. It was like, okay, because the whole movie I was like, yeah, fucking burn this house down, because that's what you need to do. Like, you should be setting people on fire. Like, like, and she just came back like, mommy's home. I was like, oh well, I guess that's not the real fix.
And I also, and see, that's another thing too. What made me think that was a real fix was because the Bill was knocking on the casket right before, you know what I'm saying, he was going to get pushed in to get incinerated. So, you know what I'm saying? But again, this movie has changed the lore completely. I just want to know if they're going to continue on. Because dude that did this, the dude who did this specific Evil Dead movie does not want to make another one.
Okay.
And that's the same dude who wants to make the comic based The Mask movie. Okay. Which is more darker than what we got with Jim Carrey. So
Gotcha. Well, We'll see. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Especially with this franchise.
Right.
All right,
But
so
I
what you gonna
definitely
rate it?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah,
I
I
give it
would
an
too.
8. Like I said, some piss me off parts. You know what I mean? Changing the whole lore of the whole situation. But again, they're going to have to give us. We need an origin story. We need an origin story. We
Yeah, I think that
need
would probably be the next safest thing to do is an origin story for sure. Like
Circle of
especially
the Wise Men. Circle of the Wise Men. We need that.
especially since they spent so much time in this particular movie really constantly bringing up the artifacts or the history or the things that
Right,
was in
right.
the attic. Like
I
they took their
haven't.
time out to show that a lot or keep mentioning and referring to it. So
Yeah, because
they gotta do something with it.
the only other time you hear about them is on Ash versus the Evil Dead. But again, you don't hear about it that much on there. You know what I'm saying? Now you do hear about how the Necronomicon was made from the first Deadite, the skin of the first Deadite. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, we don't got really no detail. Got a bunch of bullshit fans there. So yeah, gonna need more than fan theory. We're gonna need some of y'all directors. You know what I mean? Raimi, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know,
That's
Raimi.
I got
You
you.
gotta let them know.
Let's get ordered.
You done let them. Don't let them do Evil Dead with George Lucas. Let Disney do the Star Wars. You hear me?
No,
Don't let them fuck
no,
up your
no, no,
lore.
no, no, no. So I mean, if I would say this, if I could think about anybody to take up the Evil Dead mantle or franchise in order to continue, maybe like give us, like you said, a prequel or a different tale. I know
Mhm.
I'm a big Mike Flanagan fan. I feel like he can do no wrong when it comes to horror. So I would love to see it in his hands, and I would even like to see what's the guy that does the American Horror Stories. Damn, what's his name? Is it Ryan? Ryan? Is it Ryan? No, wait, American Horror Stories.
So who?
Mike Flanagan. He did Bly House, Haunted in Hill House.
Okay. Midnight Mass.
Yeah, he's doing
The
Clayface.
Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my
he's
shit.
doing Carrie. Like like
Doctor Sleep. Okay. All right.
yeah, he's the horror he's that he got to do Clayface. He's that guy. When it comes, he doesn't. The only one I didn't like was the one where it was the kids. I think it was the Midnight Club. I ain't care for
Midnight.
that one.
Yeah, the Midnight Club.
But all the rest of them, straight fire. So I would give it to him, or I would give it to, like I said, the guy that does American Horror Story. I think he could take a good whack at it, but I try for his name. Yeah, Ryan Murphy. Like those are like the type of people I can see, wanting to take like a whack at it. Like yeah, not Midnight Mass, Mark. Midnight Mass was the one where they was on the island and they
Yeah.
had like
Yeah.
the angel vampire. No, I'm talking about the Midnight Club with the kids that was sick
With
in
the
the
kids.
asylum or
Right.
something like that. They was going into the basement. That one. That one I didn't really care too much for. I did watch it, but that was my least favorite one, I would say.
Right.
Out of all his projects. But yeah, so I would give it to somebody like that who we know can keep up that gore, that horror, but may take a different
But
approach,
also
especially if we're gonna
tell a
do
story. Tell
yeah,
a
tell a
story.
story. Yeah, yeah. Because that's the one thing that Evil Dead kind of little miss. It's not like the Mummy. That's why I'm gonna give it a higher rating than the Mummy, Lee Cronin Mummy, because I feel like there was still a plot there, but if it had just like a little bit more of a concrete story, you can do like 50 level. Like, just keep the Evil Dead. I mean, if we can do 50 Saws, we can do 50 Evil Dead. That's all I'm saying. Like, so like, because I don't get me started on Jigsaw. But
Because they did like what, a whole, like about 2 prequels,
like, goddamn. I mean, how
3
many times
prequels where he was
he's
still
dead,
alive.
he born again, and he dead, and he alive again, and he dead.
Clones. Like, nah, let me stop.
He got this guy, that girl, that woman. Like, god damn, Jigsaw. The next one, he gonna be a head in a bowl. He gonna be like the things off of Futurama.
No, you stupid. I was just about to say that, yeah.
Like, what? All right. So yeah, we're gonna give this one what, 8? That's what you
I'll
think?
give it an A.
All right. Next, you want to do Obsession or They Will Kill
Yes,
You? Obsession.
Obsession.
Boy, I love this movie. Okay. Let me just make sure we stay consistent. So, Obsession is a horror movie that again has taken the internet by storm. Originally coming out in 2025, which for some reason, since hitting HBO Max, Max does it sometimes. But this movie follows a guy who's in love with a girl that's just a little bit out of his league. And one day he walks into a crystal store, and instead of buying a crystal, he buys a wish that he can't take back. And then shit gets real. As the main character finds out that being love at first sight is not all it's cracked up to be. So let's talk about Obsession. Go ahead, Ski. I'll let you start
He
with this
was one of those ones that deserved his fate. Period. I did not feel bad when he died at the end. And we're going to get to how he died at the end. So we're going to go back. First, he couldn't tell this girl how he liked her. He couldn't, for some reason, he couldn't stomach up. And I know how, and you know what? I used to be like that. And then I smoked weed. And then I didn't give a fuck. I just started saying what I had to say. But and I understood that. But then when he took it upon himself, when he realized that he made that wish and she started acting weird, that was it for me. And then it was like throughout the movie, she was dropping hints that it was not her, that it was something else. Even in his lunch, had a picture, said, "You, not me."
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. She would have had to kill herself. She would have had to hurt herself, because after she made him eat his dead cat, I would have been done. That would have been it for me. No.
That was the
done.
craziest.
That would have been it. What?
He in the house like, you don't do that. You don't cook. You don't make a sandwich out of my dead cat. You just don't do that. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? No, that's not about to be a stern talking to. You gotta get the fuck out. Like, I don't understand. Like, go be crazy with somebody else. Like,
start walking backwards, start hiding in the corner late at night. What? Oh no, dog.
I was talking about this with somebody on Facebook. The funniest part is when he woke up and she was in the corner.
Yeah.
And she walked backwards, and he just went back to sleep. Yo, that is a picture perfect horror scene right there. Like, that was the funniest. He was just like, all right. She was like, just go back to sleep. He was like, okay. Because he didn't know what to do. She was
And then you could hear the changing in her voice whenever she got real loud. Like, you should have known. Like, yo, why is your voice like that? Like, something just got me fucked up.
The crazy thing about this wish or this entity, because this is something that I would like to see a backstory for. I know they talked about that another Sessions or movie in this franchise is in the works. I would personally like to see it on the One Wish Willie, either other One Wish Willie stories or like the origin of One Wish Willie, because when he picks up the phone and calls the 1-800 number, I'm sorry, One Wish Willow, when he picks up the phone and calls the 1-800 number, and the person that answers, it's like, he's basically like, do you want to take the wish? The first thing he asks him, do you want to take the wish back? And he's like, no, I want to amend the wish. And he's like, well, you can't do that. And when he tells him, like, what's the only option to basically change the wish is death, Like, I would love to see like who he's calling. Like, who is the person on the other line?
It was like, do you want to talk to her right now? You want to talk to her? And you hear somebody screaming
Yeah.
in pain, like they're in excruciating pain, and he's like, who is that? That's such and such. Nigga. What?
Like the soul was trapped. Like she's literally trapped. So like where is she trapped? Where did like that's why I would like to see, because like even when he when he gave the one to his friend, the homie later on, when he found out that they were smashing on the low, and he wished for $1 billion. I mean, what do you think he was going to do? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody give me a real one. Wish the first thing I fucking wish for is $1 billion. That was fun. That was hilarious. But yeah, so just that, and then watching her struggle. She did the girl. She's the same girl that played in 13 Reasons Why. She was also in she was in a couple things, but she did a great job in this show, like this movie. She did such a good job, like playing two things at once, playing somebody scared and an evil entity. When she was trying to talk to him while she was asleep, and she was telling him like, just go ahead and kill me, like I didn't make this choice, like that was crazy.
She's like, don't wake her, don't wake her. You should have known right there. You should have known right there. But no, I ain't going front. One of the greatest horror kills of this year was when he was sitting in the car with old girl, and she took, mind you, and I was talking to my boy Brandon about this shit. She took the brick, mind you, she had a brick in her hand. Bow, smash, boom, 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 and she kept on going. She ain't stopped. She just kept on going, and I was like, "Oh, this bitch is crazy. Oh, it's a wrap." That's hard kill number one right there. Cause what? You didn't see it coming.
You didn't
see it coming.
Well, I would say like I definitely seen she was going to do something, but I didn't think she was going to do that. Like, you definitely saw something coming because in the horror, especially like horror buffs, we watch the tells where.
So, all right, you think a pop-up is going to happen, but not a pop-up and kill like
that.
I'm
saying, like, you saw something coming because they gave the telltale where the the window was just out of sight, like right. But you didn't think she was going to go that hard. Like that was like. And that makes me want to ask you. So since we're talking about these movies, that scene versus an Evil Dead Burn, when the father put the son's face in the girl head.
Oh, that was nasty. See, one was gross.
Okay.
I mean, I can say that. See, the thing, and this is just me. It wasn't a death kill. It was just a gross you out moment for me with that scene. Because he was, and then when he got up, you saw all of the gobbledygook. You seen that coming a mile away. You know what I'm saying? That obsession kill was just, you didn't see it coming. And the consistency of her continuing. That's another thing too. Usually after I say about a good like 4 or 5, you're done.
Yeah.
She hit double digits.
Yeah.
She was still going.
You couldn't even recognize
the joint's face. Yeah. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was.
With a steering wheel.
No, the brick.
No, I'm saying once she started to fit her face in. Like,
yeah, it was she one hand had a brick, the other one had her face. That wasn't no steering wheel. That was all brick.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene because I thought she was the steering wheel.
That's what fucked me up, because it was all brick, and she was like smack, smack, smack. She still had her hand on the brick, which was like, what? Oh. and you couldn't recognize her face. But yeah, go back and watch that again because that was all brick, face, 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 face. Because she went faster a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, oh. And then it's like at a certain time and point, you're like, okay, are you gonna stop now? Like she's dead. She doesn't want your boyfriend now. It's over.
She had to prove a point. She had to make sure he understood.
Right? Because she was like,
Yeah.
this is kind of your fault. I was like, oh man.
Make sure he understood. Like, that's what he wanted. He wanted somebody to love him more than anybody in the world. And that's what he got, unfortunately. That is what he got. He got it in the worst way possible because, man, did she give it to him. They're gonna be like, you don't want to love you, like you just don't want to be with me. She was like, you never gave me the choice. Like, what you mean? Like,
and then
I look like I'm happy.
When he went into the bathroom and tried to kill himself with the pills, and then had a rebuttal and was trying to throw them shits up. When you heard that snap, you already knew what it was. You already knew she made that wish, or the entity made that wish, and he died right there. And then that's when she snaps out of it, which I ain't gonna front. That was that's what you call a fucked up ending, yo.
Yeah.
Because she snaps out of it and realizes, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe
she was basically like a passenger seat driver because she was, mostly aware the whole time of, like, she basically was like locked in. Like something else was basically taking the wheel because, like throughout the movie, she tried. There were moments where she tried to break through, and obviously
when she was with her people, she was like,
Yeah.
"This isn't me. This
Yeah.
isn't me." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, like, but the entity was just way stronger. But
And then
to
his
see
boy
that
is a dummy.
she did all that stuff.
His boy was a
like,
dummy. His boy was a straight dummy. Because mind you, he told him what happens. He's like, "Yo, this joint creates any wishes, da 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 da." After he seen the money fall from the sky, mind you, it was millions of dollars falling from the sky. It should have snapped in his mind. And this is how you can tell this motherfucker wasn't a real friend. Because if he was a real friend, if I like a girl and my nigga smashed already and has been smashing ever so often, my boy's gonna be like, yeah, dog, I hit that already. You know what I mean? I hit that on the daily. He's gonna tell me because I'm not gonna, so I won't make a fucking fool of myself.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't a real friend.
He wasn't a real friend. And
No,
he deserved to get
not.
shot in the head too when he walked right in. She just, no look, bow. I was like,
Bow.
damn.
That's crazy. All right, so let's rate it. What you want to give it?
I give it a 9.
Yeah, I give it a 9 too. Like, for a horror movie, and I'm gonna say this now, I'm gonna always say this on this podcast. For a horror movie, not thriller, not horror adjacent, not it's just horror by name. For a horror movie, this was that. So yeah, I give it a 9.
And I was talking to Ebony offline, and I was like, "Dag, scary movie. Why couldn't y'all, just wait a little bit longer?" And y'all had the perfect horror movies to do parodies from instead of the bullshit horror movies that we got. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I had to say it, Mark, because I'm still mad about Weapons. That's all. I was made to believe that Weapons was, one of the greatest horror movies of its time, and y'all had me watch kids Naruto run for 35 minutes. So
they ain't kill nobody. They ain't kill nobody. At least this new movie called Ice Cream Man, the kids is killing motherfuckers.
Yep.
You ain't see them kids just in the basement all damn day, all damn night.
Yeah, so that's my gripe. That's all, So I had to make sure they understood that on this podcast, we rate horror movies at the level that horror movies should be rated, and those other movies get rated how they get rated.
But like I told her hard-headed ass, I told her, I said, watch Barbarians first. You're gonna like Barbarians. You're gonna like it. No, she just chose to watch Weapons first. Now you don't even want to watch Barbarians, do you?
I'm kind of turned off.
You just waiting for Resident Evil, right?
Yeah, I'm just not waiting for.
You better watch Barbarians.
Yes,
watch that shit.
I would say you're right. Weapons was funny. That's the thing. Like, in a horror movie can be funny, but compared to the movies that we're talking about, Evil Dead, we're talking about They Will Kill Us. I know these are slasher/gore, but when you look at a horror movie, you want it to have that horror component that throughout the whole movie there's like this eeriness about it, right? That kind of just make Weapons was more like you were just trying to figure out what was going on, right? Like you peed yourself a little bit when the old witch popped out the basement, though. When she was down there with all the kids. They was all standing in the basement and
shit. She was popping up in his dreams and shit.
They was all just standing there like, she got down there like, what you guys doing down here? Sorry.
But nah, Barbarians is the superior movie out of it.
I'm gonna watch it. But I'm gonna watch it.
Because I'm telling people that's what we getting. Resident Evil Barbarians.
Yeah. Yes, I can prepare myself for Resident Evil because I'm a big Resident Evil fan, man. So, and I know it's like one of the things where you watch and for sure disappointment happens. But I'm a big Resident Evil fan, man. So I hope this is a good one. Like, I really
game or the movies.
The entire franchise, from game to movie, even though I hated that TV show, I still watched it because I grew up playing the game. I grew up, just it's a part of my geekdom. So it's like, the movie is bad, but you still gonna watch the shit because at that time it was hard. Like,
I talked to you enough. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all see how she just took the goalpost and was like,
it's a franchise. It's past the game now, right?
Man,
so it's a franchise.
You know what? I can't front. The movies were somewhat enjoyable. It's just that they pissed me off. You know what?
The dude that's in Weapons is the same dude that's in Resident Evil.
the same dude that directed it. He's directing Resident Evil. Who's in Barbarians? I think what the fuck is his name? From Jeepers Creepers. Long?
It's Barbarians. Barbarians. Yes.
Yeah, Skarsgård's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Justin Long. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rorschach's on there. Oh, okay. I gotta watch that movie again. It's been a minute.
So I'm gonna give it a chance. All right, let's move on to our last movie of our horror level, and that is none other than They Will Kill You. All these movies today have been funny in their own right, and their endings have kind of been different, crazy, and this one is no exception to that. So They Will Kill You follows Asia, who, after getting out of prison for leaving her sister to be captured by her stepfather, or their father, abusive father, goes back to basically find her sister and get revenge on the people that take her. And when she goes to work for this hotel, let's just say, the owners are not exactly what she think they are. So let's talk about They Will Kill Us. I'll kill you.
You're talking about misdirection, because the trailer that you see with They Will Kill Us. Matter of fact, shout out to Zazie Beetz too. I mean, I ain't gonna front. I was looking at that movie like, she got some beats. I'm sorry, that was creepy. I know. But Nah, she has come a long way as an actress to become an action because she did some work in that movie. Like she put work in that movie, especially when she was shooting them. She went in her closet. They thought you thought she was hiding in the closet. Nah, she had her double barrel shotgun with the daggers in there, blasting people. And you thought she was doing some good until all of a sudden you see people coming back from the dead. Like she chopped off, she chopped off Malfoy's head. Draco
My man Malfoy.
chopped off his head. He walks out holding his head, smiling, and then puts it back on. Like it was just, Velcro or something. Which was crazy. Because you basically find out that they're devil worshippers.
Mhm.
And that they have to make a sacrifice ever so often to keep their immortality. So that was interesting. That was a
It
very
definitely
interesting
was.
twist.
And I love the, a lot of people said, okay, it gave the Kill Bill vibes, Ready or Not vibe. Like I love I love to watch a female protagonist like kick ass. Like, especially, in a sense of, when it comes to like body weight, the different people she went up to, that real big dude, like just the suspense, especially when she was in this, like she was always on it. Like she came prepared, and obviously the twist was that she found that her sister, joined the motherfuckers. I mean, it kind of makes sense because
And
she
was
did leave her sister.
was going to sacrifice the person that she was pretending to be
Exactly.
because she didn't fuck with that person. So you know what I'm saying. And little did she know it was her own sister, so she had to help her sister out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And once her and her sister got together, they kicked ass. Like
It was a wrap.
together, like the tag team, the black guy who was like the groundskeeper or the janitor that was married to the woman, like him trying to warn her
Basically,
or
he was sick and tired. He was sick and tired of the sacrificing.
yeah.
You could
Yeah.
tell it was like a wear and tear on his soul. Because he did love I think he still loved his wife. I just feel as though he was done with sacrificing. He was done with that shit. And you gotta think they were that how old was that hotel? It was old. Like they've been there for years. The picture that she found was like black and white, and they were like in some like Victorian type of clothes. So
Yeah. And then they even said like, when they was coming up, it was during the time where their relationship wasn't accepted.
right.
So and she was like, times are different. So he said he felt okay with doing it because he felt like he was weeding out the bad people in the world.
Right.
Now they're just taking anybody, and it's that moral concept of like, and she's like, well, anybody's capable of being bad, like, so it's like just getting a jump on it before they become the bad people in the world. But let's just talk about the elephant in the room, or why should I say the pig head?
When that pig when the pig attached itself to that woman's body and started doing some kung fu moves, I was done. That was it for me.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. That when it was when she got in the room and it was a goddamn pig head, I said, I know they fucking lying. I know they're fucking lying. I know they're fucking lying. Who hung this dog head on the chain? And why y'all ain't been roast this motherfucker? Like, I don't understand. I know. That's what made me feel that way about that movie. Because I thought it was a great movie up until that point. I knew it was like the end. I was like, they could do without this. They could have did something else. I mean, I appreciate she changed her name to her sister name, and that's how they both wound being like that was smart, that was clever, and like you said, the pig hair on the Lady Show when she started doing the Kung Fu Panda thing, like that was, but a pig.
I was done. Well, I mean, it's some biblical sense. If you want to take it to like it's biblical sense. You know what I'm saying? Where Jesus cast the demons into a pig legion, the legions of demons into that pig, into the pigs, and they killed themselves and shit like that. So I don't know. Either way, I think they could have done that better. I do agree.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Mark. That's exactly what it reminded me of. And that's fuck why I stopped watching that damn show because that shit pissed me off. I have yet to finish Evil, and I don't care to. I stopped caring. At first I was with it. I'm like, oh man, they got my man from what's his name? They got damn Nick. They got
Luke,
Luke Cage in it. You
Luke
know, like
Cage and
you know it's not it's cool. It was kind of like suspenseful, and they
something
revealed the
culture.
motherfucker. Like I didn't know what was going on. And then the second season just got worse when the girls started doing the shit for the goat. Like I had to turn it off. I don't even know how into this day, and I probably never will. I'm glad they put that at the end of the movie and
Yeah,
not nowhere in the middle because that
yeah.
would have made me mad about the movie. Like, I'm glad they did that. But yeah, like I said, it was a good time. It was a good watch. You know, you definitely need a couple hundred kills
It
under
was
your
it was a
belt every
good
once in a
seven.
while.
It was a good seven.
Yeah, a good 7. Yeah, I give it that. Okay, 7. So we got I ain't put these in the let me see. We got all right. 7,
It
8,
was it was
8,
8-7
9.
with the mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Um then Evil Dead Burn was 9.
Mm-hmm.
Obsession. No, Evil Dead Burn was 8.
Mm-hmm.
Obsession was 9. And They Will Kill You was 7.
Okay. All right. So that's it
We
for
were
our
one.
horror level.
Yeah, that's it for the
Yeah.
movies.
For
For
the
the
movies.
movies.
For right now. Make sure you guys check out those movies. They Will Kill You, Evil They'll Burn, Lee Cronin the Mummy, and Obsession, all on the streaming platform near you. HBO Max, Prime, you name it. So next we're going to get into our TV level. And for time's sake, what you want to do, Skitty? What you want to talk about?
I mean, either or, because the new episode comes out later on today, right?
A
Of
House
House
of
of
the
the
Dragon?
Dragons. Yeah,
Yeah. You want to do X-Men 97?
we can do X-Men 97.
All right, we can talk about both real quick. We
We
can
can talk
step
about
on them,
both
step
of
on
them.
them at a time.
Yeah.
Let's do X-Men 97 because I think this week X-Men 90, so episode 4 and 5, right?
Hmm.
Episode 5. Let's talk about episode 5 first before we go into the WTF moment of all, episode 4, which was
Hmm.
called Weapon X, Lies, and DVDs. Has fans feeling some type of way, and I just don't understand why. Y'all asked for a Wolverine episode, and this is what you got. Like, I don't understand. But let's talk about the Easter eggs, WTF moments for this particular episode. Um, yes, Mark. I do watch Interview with a Vampire, aka the Vampire Lestat. I'm trying to get Skitty to watch it because I want to talk about it so bad because it's hands down. And you can put my foot in my mouth when I say this. It's one of the best shows to ever come on TV. Like it I can't even say more than that. Like wow. Like wow. Wow. Yeah, like this last episode, just I gotta get Skitty to watch it. Yeah, I gotta get. I'm gonna say Skitty. Like, yeah, after this, I need you to watch this show. Hear me, but like the Vampire Lestat, I thought Interview with a Vampire season 2 was like that. I don't know what they about to do with the finale, but they can put shit on TV and I would still think it's great. That's how great this show is. But let's get back to X-Men 97. But yeah, X-Men 97. So in this episode, Wolverine gets the old band back together for a chance to get his mojo back. Let's just basically say that. But as things escalate, emotions, characters, and intent get all mixed up in a bunch. So let's talk about X-Men 97. So how did you feel about that episode, Skitty?
Hold on, real quick. My bad, yeah.
Skitty talk about that. So Skitty handle what he's handling.
Yeah.
You good?
No, I'm wondering why the fuck did my shit. That's weird as fuck. Um, hmm. Oh, all right. You know what? No, we're going to talk about that episode. Um, that episode, I mean, it was a filler, right?
It was
Wasn't it a
definitely a
filler?
filler. Yeah, it was a
It
filler.
was.
Mhm.
Change some shit up. And this is because I don't know. I mean, we might get onslaught, but I know we're not getting onslaught this season. Um, reason being is because the shit that happened. Well, I mean, even in the comic books, the shit that happened with onslaught was before new shit with apocalypse, or was it after? I'm not too sure. I probably got to go back and read those. So I got those in those comic books in Delaware.
I have a theory for onslaught, but I'm gonna let you finish.
But the thing is that in order to have onslaught, Xavier would have had to take the evil out of Magneto and put it in himself. That's what made onslaught. So, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, the helmet." No, that helmet didn't have any life in it. It was made from a metal that could block telepathy. So, no, no. I don't know what other theory could get onslaught.
I got you. So this is
But
what I came up with. I was talking to somebody, right? And they asked this question in one of my posts. And I said this, since they changed how, because originally, the whole point of how Wolverine got his adamantium back is Apocalypse gave it back to him after him and Sabretooth fought, right? And that's basically how you got that snowball effect. But my thinking is this: Magneto is going to become one of the Horsemen. And this is why I think that. Because in the episode 4, which is Apocalypse Part 2, right? Rise of Apocalypse Part 2. In that episode and the episode before that, they kept making a mention to say that Charles never really goes into somebody's mind without permission. The reason why you don't do that is dangerous, right?
Mhm.
They also reminded us that Rogue drained the Archangel's abilities when he was the Horseman, and that's how the Archangel was able to come back to them. The only time in that episode Charles attempted to go into somebody's mind was Apocalypse before he became Apocalypse. So we already think that Gambit is going to be a Horseman, right?
Mhm.
If Wolverine's not the Horseman, let's say this. Let's say he didn't, and I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I know it sounds crazy. Let's say he either didn't kill Magneto or something that he did to Magneto is going to basically bring him a Horseman. And when Charles goes to try to break Magneto out of that Horseman, that is what's going to create onslaught. Because that's the only way you're going to get Charles to take the evil out of Magnus is if he's under control as a Horseman.
Didn't
That's
he?
my
Didn't
theory.
Magneto evaporate the dust though? Like,
Remember, this is King technology, right? Celestial technology. I'm not saying he's not dead, but we also know how in Marvel works. If you don't see a body, it does not mean that person's not dead. And he's going to bring Gambit back. So if he can bring Gambit back, he can also bring Magneto back. That's the whole point of the Horsemen, right? So that's my theory. That's just my theory because that's the only way the series is Onslaught going to come this season. I'm not entirely sure. If you look at the names of the episodes, it will likely be probably towards the finale, but I don't know if they're going to play that hand that quick because they want season 3 to pop as much as season 2, especially with everything going on in the background with the business side. We're not going to get into that because that was last year news. I'm tired of talking about DeMeo. But if you think about how they just laid the Easter eggs out, especially with Charles and what he's about to go through, the only way you're going to put somebody in that position is if you find a way to bring Magnus back. And the only way to bring Magnus back is to bring back the Horseman. And Apocalypse even said to Charles, your X-Men is going to be your undoing. He said it to him right before he dipped. He was like, all right, see you later. So I'm just going to say, let him cook. Let him cook. Now, as far as the Weapon X episode, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great watch. You know, I felt it was a good way to clean things up because Wolverine was he was tired of being a bitch. You know, the bone cause hurt. You know, he was going through his own personal trauma. Everything with the Mort of it all. I enjoyed the Mort character. He is a 90s Morph. He's a 90s. Yeah, he's a 90s X-Men character. He was created for the 90s, so I don't know. And he gave us cameos. You know, we got a little bit of Deadpool, we got a little bit of Spider-Man, we got a little bit of
we got Puck,
we got the Thing. Like,
I like that combo too, where he turned into Puck and started fucking shit up, and then turned into the Thing to have the heavy drop. That shit was fire. That shit was definitely fire.
I enjoyed that.
I mean, I think people just selective hate, want to nitpick, mad because certain shit wasn't in there, or mad because their favorite character does shit by any means necessary. Because that whole point of the episode was because Wolverine wanted to get his adamantium back. So he made up a mission, you know, and lied to the others just to get his metal claws.
And the thing is that's crazy is that I'm so surprised that people think Wolverine is a good character. I'm not to say he's not to say he's a bad guy, but you know,
it's because most people's favorite version of Wolverine is Wolverine in the X-Men. And he's more like a teacher. He's more like a, you know, that cartoon that came out on Nickelodeon a while back, where he's a leader. He's the leader of the X-Men, him and Storm. Yeah. And Cyclops is young. So, you know, Wolverine on that X-Men had a moral compass. And a lot of people, I mean, I like that cartoon. A lot of people like that cartoon, but Wolverine has never been my favorite character ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
they need to get somebody. Y'all need to educate yourself on Wolverine because the moral.
It's funny how motherfuckers don't see nothing wrong with him trying to snake Scott for his girl, but when he tried to do something snake-like to get his fucking adamantium claws back, all of a sudden that's not my Wolverine. Shut up, y'all like, niggas. Y'all niggas a side nigga. How about that? How about that?
Or when he gets somebody unalive, like he don't just be like. I mean, have you ever met the X-Men? I mean, literally, most of their missions is your collateral damage if you're not the main cast. Like I said, they were here for a good time, not a long time, y'all. Like,
I mean, and who the fuck died though? Like, did motherfuckers really give a fuck about Gabriel? Now I fucked with Maverick. Because later on he becomes Agent Zero. He went through some shit. So I was kind of fucked up when he died. And they kind of made my boy a bitch, which Maverick ain't never been no bitch, which that kind of pissed me off. But I wasn't hurt by him dying on that episode. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
I knew what it was when I watched it. Wolverine is the ultimate cannon fodder.
It was like bitch ass Gabriel. Like, how many times do y'all even see this nigga in a comic book?
Like, come on. Like,
and that was like,
and then the whole, we should have had Deadpool. Why was Morph there? Well, Morph was the X-Men #1. Like, we just saw him the whole. It wasn't like he just popped out on this episode. He was literally there the whole first season, #1. Like, it wasn't like we just added him. And he was the only one that really was around because everybody else at that point was still kind of scattered. He didn't know that everybody was back yet. But even then, I enjoyed more for his comic relief and emotional value because, I mean, I guess it gave fans that eye-opening that their favorite X-Men is really a douchebag. So I don't understand.
Hold on. What was that scene? What was that scene? You're a dick. It's him. Like, come on.
Oh man. But I mean, but apocalypse is inevitable. I would say that, you know.
And God, there's something I need to say too. Please, God, I don't be asking you for a lot. I don't ask you for a lot, but this rumor that I've been hearing, and usually, you know me, I don't speak on rumors. You know what I mean? I don't speak on rumors. But this rumor has been popping up on my timeline a lot.
I'm a skitty.
And if Rock Dwayne Johnson
Oh,
is fucking Apocalypse, I'm not going to see that movie in theaters. I'm not going to see that movie.
Oh yeah, you talk about that rumor. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this. That rumor always comes up. Is always something.
A lot though. It's been coming up. Usually, like there's another rumor that came up because you know the bull Adam Driver. Remember how he was supposed to be rumored to be Magneto? Mm-hmm. There's another rumor that popped up that he's supposed to be Stryker. So you know what I'm saying? Like those rumors.
And there's also another rumor that he might be Mr. Sinister. That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes,
that's what I'm saying.
When it comes to specifically the Rock rumor, though, let me address that because I am the Rock fan. This is a rumor that he's always been associated with ever since we got what you call him to play Apocalypse, you know, Oscar Wilde. And I'm not going to acknowledge yet because it's not the first. I know it's more coming up now, and that's obviously because the hype around X-Men 97. So in my skitty version of it, I'm not going to believe it because it just, especially right now, considering The Rock is basically becoming the Hawaiian Jared Leto when it comes to movies, I don't think.
Yo, put some respect on my boy's name.
I love The Rock, but again, The Rock fan. But you think Disney is going to go invest more money into The Rock being Apocalypse after what just happened to Moana? And there's nothing against The Rock, but you know, that's all I'm saying.
I was like, I do not want to see him in another Scorpion King
However,
wig. Like, be damned.
I put that, you know, that comparison. He went from Scorpion King to The Rock. But however, I'm a Rock fan. So if he does wind up being Apocalypse, I would not be mad at it. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't be mad at it because I mean he a big dude.
I don't want to be disappointed. Like, I just don't want to be disappointed again. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get Black Adam'd. You know what I mean?
You're right. But rumor
even though Apocalypse was like, you know, world universal threat, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't want, see, my thing is that The Rock got too big for his britches thinking that Black Adam was that dude. Don't get me wrong. Black Adam is that dude, but he's not that dude to be a universal threat. Like,
that's the other thing that to keep in mind, how he handled the Black Adam situation. I really don't think Kevin Feige is the type of person who wants that type of energy. Like this, like, no, this is my shit, homie. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You know, I didn't have the greats. It's still my shit. So, you know, but I just want to be, you know, I'm always willing to give The Rock a chance. So I would be mad at it. But, you know, I think especially with the rumor going around that they're going to confirm the X-Men cast, the new X-Men cast at Comic-Con upcoming this weekend. I think that it may be in their safe bet to go with, they're going with this younger cast. They wouldn't want to cast him like The Rock because of age. I think he's
I mean, Apocalypse is older than all of them, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't but if you want to show, you can't make The Rock look like you can't make him like Nor. Like you can't. He can't. He can't go to that. He can't go back to the Scorpion King. The Rock now can never look like the Scorpion King again. So if you want to size somebody up, you take a younger person and you know, kind of like size them up. That makes sense. Like, I think age range wise, he just kind of out of age for me for some Apocalypse. Not saying he's not older than them, but just how he goes from his, you know, who he is now to what he becomes, it just doesn't make sense to put The Rock. You had to have The Rock just be Apocalypse. So just skip the origin story and go straight to just The Rock as Apocalypse. Like, he couldn't be Nor. It would look crazy. It would look crazy. Imagine him looking like the Scorpion King now with that wig on. And they just roast him for being freaking Maui with no nipples. So yeah, like I know they de-aging, but it's just the weight loss. Like, even if you watch The Rock in the movie that he was in, The Smashing Machine, and he lost all that weight loss for him to look aesthetically appeasing as Nor will be a bit of a stretch, if that makes sense. Yeah, but Robert Downey Jr. he wasn't a slave that lift up the moon god temple though, Mark. You know, all they did was take away his mustache. They took away the 5 o'clock shadow around his lips when they de-aged him for that little bit of moment. And y'all know y'all hate de-age technology. Look what they did to what you call in Star Wars. Yeah. Let's not de-age too many people. But yeah, so I mean, X-Men 97, the next episode is called Danger.exe. So we're going to see what happens with that, and when we get back to obviously back to present day in the aftermath of everything that happened at the Weapon X facility. But I'm excited to see, you know, where we're going with Apocalypse. I can't wait. So make sure you guys check out X-Men 97. It come out, you said Luke Cage? I bet that you would have to stop him from being Luke Cage, you know, because Daredevil still exists. Is that who you're talking about? When you say Luke? I'm answering the comments.
Did Robert Downey Jr. Oh, you talking about that that program, that de-aging program, that AI joint that they did?
What are you talking about? I was like, I don't want them to do that to The Rock. It's not going to look great. It's going to look crappy. It's going to look like The Rock when he turned into the Scorpion King. It
was worse than seeing what's his face, Douglas.
Oh, hey, Luke Skywalker. Yeah, Luke Skywalker. Like, yeah, that was bad.
Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Because I was about to say they tried that de-aging shit with Douglas, with Michael Douglas and Hank Pym when he came in there looking all young. You could tell that was fucking CG.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I was talking about that. Yeah, I didn't care for that.
When he was like, I'm out, I quit. I'm taking my technology with me.
All right.
They had Robert Downey Jr. looking like fucking Weird Science bully Robbie Downey Jr. All soft and sensitive.
Fresh mall cop Robbie Downey Jr. They had him looking like like he just graduated from the force. Like, please, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you gotta de-age them, but Indiana Jones, yeah, like, see, yeah, sometimes it works. It's not always as bad, but not everybody can be de-age, is what I'm saying. Some people just can't.
This is what I'm talking about. So, all right, folks. Sorry to switch subjects here. So I said on social media that I need a Circle of the Wise Men origin story. You know what I mean? A show or a movie. Some dumbass says Ash and the Evil Dead. Ash versus the Evil Dead. Now, mind you, they mentioned the Chosen Ones. They mentioned, you know, how the book was made, which I said that. The origin of the old gods who wrote the Necronomicon. Mind you, it was one person who wrote the Necronomicon. It was the witch well, not the witch, but the demon chick, Evil Xena. We'll say that. Lucy Lawless, evil Lucy Lawless. Because she was the one that created the Necronomicon. I said that. It shows the origins of the old gods who wrote the Necronomicon and its sister books and those that oppose of them. There's more than one Necronomicon? As far as I know, there's only one. And I know if I ask Google right now, is there more than one Necronomicon in Evil Dead series? Okay, I stand corrected. Yes, there is more than one Necronomicon. All right, then I need to shut the fuck up. See,
I about to say, isn't that what they call? That's what they call the entity in the Mummy.
Marion. They called them the Marion. No,
I'm pretty sure that's what she called it. Let me see.
On the Mummy.
Yeah, wasn't that what that thing? I mean, it had a name, but wasn't that? Let me Google it. Okay, maybe it just sounded like. No, you're right. Yeah, NASA Marion. Okay, yeah. I don't know why Necronomicon sounds familiar.
Okay, so yeah, all right, I stand corrected then. There's volume 1 on the original Evil Dead. trilogy and the Ash versus the Evil Dead television series. Then there's okay. So here's their names, their specific names. The first Necronomicon is Necronomicon Ex Mortis. That's the one that I know of. Then there was the Naturum de Monto, which is from the Evil Dead reboot. And then there's the third volume as a Chomper book that bites Ash in the Army of Darkness is the primary focus of Evil Dead Rise, because that book did have teeth and didn't it get blood somehow, because you had to have blood to open it up. Oh, how these different from values connect the TV and the timeline. Yeah, I might have to do some deep diving in this, John.
Yeah.
I only knew of one.
Now you see, the more you know.
Okay.
All right.
But I stand on what I fucking said. I want an origin story of Circle of the Wise Men. So fuck that. I said what I said. Ain't that how she said? All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and we can get to the wrap up level. I'm gonna save House of the Dragon because I want to see what this episode tonight about to cook for, because it's episode 4. So yeah, but let's get into the wrap up level for time's sake. So we're going to wrap it up. Make sure you guys check out all the things we talked about today. The wrap up level, we just go over what's currently happening in geek and pop culture to get you guys up to date. The biggest thing obviously is Comic-Con. Yes, Comic-Con is happening this upcoming weekend, and Marvel is in the house, and it's rumor has it that we're finally going to get a Doomsday trailer, guys. Finally.
Yeah.
A
No
full
AI,
trailer.
no AI bullshit, no AI shorts.
Teasers, no 3-part miniseries, no trap in the universe, whatever they be going on. So, and like I said, X-Men cast is supposed, at least from what I hear, Cyclops, Rogue, and Storm should at least be announced, but we'll see. We'll definitely see.
This one's not coming out until next year because I had to double down on it. There is a new Blair Witch Project movie coming out, and it's coming out next September. September 24th, 2027. And I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to do this. Like, so this is like a full remake, reboot. Nobody really knows too much about this. So, yeah. All we know is that Lionsgate, Blumhouse, and Atomic Monster are the ones producing it.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that.
Definitely going to keep an eye on that.
Another big breaking news is that Ryan Hurst injured himself during production of God of War series, and production has halted, and it's been rumored that he is potentially going to be replaced as Kratos. Yeah, that's why didn't he have a stunt double? I'm just trying to understand. Like that's the thing.
Everybody want to be like Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
in his heyday. You know what I'm saying? In his heyday, he gets stunt doubles now. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, hopefully, he recovers. With no like long-term injury that doesn't help, doesn't mess up his career. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. What else?
We've had some craziness, some deaths that recently happened. What was her name? Well, we all know her as Madame Gao.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get her real name, put some respect on her name. The actress who played her name is Wai Ching Ho. She recently died. And Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Which I ain't gonna front. That kind of hurt. That kind of hurt. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Grant. You know what I'm saying? If you're not familiar with his works, I remember him as the crazy doctor from Event Horizon. Mans played a wide variety of stuff. He had a wide range of characters. The man was Damien Omen from the third Omen movie. So like, and then it's like from that, and then but to still hold a place in everybody's heart as Dr. Grant. Like most people became paleontologists
put some respect
because
in
of
the
that
chat.
man. So you know what I'm saying? Like R.I.P. to Y Ching Ho and Sam Neill. You know, they will be missed. They
watch one of their movies this weekend. You know, I think I'm about to watch Jurassic Park, the first one, because classic. We also have. I sent this to y'all. Let me say this real quick. I sent this to Skitty. Skitty sends me 3,500 things to watch on any given day. He be like, yo, Ren, you gotta watch this. Yo, Eb, you gotta watch this. Yo, Eb, did you watch this? And when I send Skitty something I'm excited to watch, he be giving me some stale ass responses. So I'm gonna say this: Legend of the White Dragon has officially been announced to hit select theaters August 28th. R.I.P. to the best Power Ranger to ever do it, Tommy Oliver, and I am stoked.
Let's bring some context. Let's bring some context into that. Now, I saw the trailer, and don't get me wrong, it was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. It's not Sam Raimi official, but it's their thing. I have a personal grudge with Bat in the Sun, you know, and their so-called, you know, battles or fights or whatever. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. The Green Ranger should have lost to Ryu that damn day. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You telling me that the Sword of Darkness got blasted by a little ass blaster? People be like, what do you mean? Nigga, the Red Ranger knocked that shit out of his hands, blasted it with his little blaster, but yet that shit was strong enough to take two, not one, but two Shinhu Hadoukens that can put fucking holes through mountains. Get the fuck out my face. But I mean, well, one is probably only going to be in select theaters, so it might not even be in my theater. But I was never. I say after. I like Power Rangers, but it was never like my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, for me, I didn't watch any of Turbo. I watched that Turbo movie and was done. That was it for me. That was it. That was my introduction into Turbo, and that was it. I did watch Galaxy. I did watch In Space, but that was it. I'm not really the Power Ranger.
You wasn't a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan?
Oh, Mighty Morphin.
Okay. You ain't watch those movies?
Yeah. Told you. I said the Mighty Morphin joint. I said I stopped watching after Turbo.
That's respectable, you know, because Power Rangers got a little crazy after that.
Turbo, but like I said, I did watch In Space, Power Rangers In Space, because that was after Turbo. Zeo Rangers, I watched Zeo Rangers. And Galaxy, Lost Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, where they had the like different Johns and they had to fight the evil versions of themselves. Well, yeah, I fucked with that John, but other than that, like I said, after that, it just started getting crazy. And then that's when my nephew Julian, he was like real deep in the you know, he was deep in the dinosaurs. No, dinosaurs. Like dinosaurs was his shit.
Okay.
Godzilla is me and him shit. So when Power Rangers came out with Dino Thunder, that's when that became his shit. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I would watch it with him every once in a while, but not enough. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it was like they had Tommy Oliver on there as like basically like a guide. But then that's when they was like, all right, let's we need to make some more money. We need to get people to watch it. So let's make him a Ranger again, you know? So I mean, it was all right. It was all right.
Well, I'm just letting you know we gonna talk about it. So I don't want to hear nothing about it.
We're gonna talk about it. Hopefully it's in my theater. If not, I'm gonna have to watch it.
I mean, we'll wait. If we gotta wait for it to come to TV, that's fine.
No.
But
I was
once
about to
it's
say
available for both of us to watch, we gonna talk about it. Because I'm not gonna let it go.
I probably have to watch it like I allegedly watched that Aang movie.
That everybody is so excited for. Okay.
Right, like they're like, oh my god, they're just finally releasing. Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, if y'all come on social media and say this movie was good, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something because there's no way y'all gonna sit here and watch this movie and tell me. Now I'm not saying it was bad, but don't try to come in and act like it was the best thing, like it was better than Avatar Core. Please don't come on social media and try to act like this movie was better than any other seasons of Avatar, because I'm going to roast
any episode, any season, any.
So y'all just wait, because that also come out next week, because it come out July 25th. So y'all just wait. Oh man, I can't wait the next week already. Now I'm excited. But just to answer your question, Mark, we talked a little bit about the Odyssey. I haven't seen it yet. Skitty did see it, so he made some early remarks in the episode. Yeah. But I want to watch it this week, and we're going to talk about it next week for the podcast. So save your thoughts for that till then. Just a few more things on the wrap-up level. We talked about the White Drag. Oh, the Crystal Lake series, TV series.
Yes, I am down for that. I am down for that. And the thing is that we're getting the same story, but just told in a more detailed way. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the first Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees was not the killer. It was his mom. So now we get to see how, his mom found him drowning. You know what I'm saying? Probably how she went crazy. I'm definitely interested in that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, as a big fan of Friday 13, I definitely love a good prequel. And I like the fact they made a TV series, not a movie, because it gives them a chance to kind of build a little bit more into the lore, and especially they want to kind of continue it. I'm here for it. My only thing I'm not going to say that because Peacock has been doing pretty good. I'm just kind of worried about because of what platform it's on. No, not. Sorry, he caught me off guard with his comment. The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender. But not that Avatar. But yeah, so that's something I'm worried about. Peacock is how they're gonna handle like the gore and everything like that. Don't make it too campy. But I'm definitely excited about it. So it comes out October 15th. So during the months of spooky season. Halloween. Another thing is Dark Matter season 2 lands Apple TV August 28th. If you ever seen Dark Matter season 1, it's been a while since the first season came out, but it's basically like an Inception sci-fi thriller. Like this shit is crazy. So if you like a good like psychological sci-fi thriller where you go into a mind and go into another mind and come out another mind, it's like all these clones and shit, time remnants and stuff happening, and black holes. That's probably something you might want to watch. And then the last thing is the Batman Part 2 has been officially delayed to February of 2028. Originally coming out in October of 2026. After dropping the teaser, was within minutes announced of a delay. And that is crazy to me. At this point, GTA 6
who else
Batman
did that, right?
was come out.
Who else did that, right? Even though, the Batman did a delay, it's still going to be better than Mortal Kombat 2.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat 2, Skitty, it's coming to the screen soon. Aren't you excited? It's about to come to TV. It's coming to
I'm you know what? And again, and this is let me just say this to people that think I hate this, John. I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be good. Again, the first scene, the first fight shocked me. And it was like, okay, maybe this is going to be different, especially seeing that because it was King Jared versus Shao Kahn. I was excited. After seeing that fight, I was excited. And then little by little, the excitement started turning into anger. Then the anger started turning into hate. And then I crossed to the dark side. So, yeah. And next is Street Fighter. So,
I know you hate ratings, but Mortal Kombat was rated one of the best of his franchise. It's in like 80% up there. Like people love that movie for some reason.
glazing, glizzy goblin having ass bullshitters. I'm sorry. I can't. And then people want to talk about inconsistencies in other movies, but yet the one thing, Mortal Kombat. Stop. You know, we're going that way.
We're backtracking.
Yeah.
We're backtracking.
You talking about the Wrecking Crew?
Huh?
In that one?
No, he was saying that Bautista is the voice actor of the villain in the new Avatar movie, and that is true. Yes. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I thought he was talking about Bautista was in Avatar. I'm like, I ain't seen Bautista in Avatar, but I haven't seen Fire and Ash, so maybe he was in that one. So, but I get what he was saying. Like, yes, Bautista is the. It doesn't make it better though. I promise you.
It doesn't. I mean, that was it. Say he was a cold villain.
Yeah,
I did.
I would see more of him as a villain.
The one thing about that movie, I did like the villain. I
agree with that. I wish they just made like a little mini series. Like they could have just y'all see. Wait till next week. We'll talk about it. Cause me and Skitty, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say too much because you know the ops be listening. But anyway, that is it for our show. As always, thank you guys for tuning in to us each and every other Sunday here on the Level Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We're growing, we're moving, we're shaking to the groove and dancing with our feet out, but and all that good jazz. Make sure you guys follow the Level Podcast team, me and Skitty Live on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys join the Discord and follow the other crew members of the Level Network. Things are happening. You never know what we might come back out with, in the future. But there's 2 episodes of Level left, guys. Just only 2. Yes, sad face. But Skinny and I is going to take a quick break, to kind of reset. So just keep it, make sure you subscribe and notifications because we're going to end with obviously Spider-Man Brand New Day recap. But that's it.
I will make an announcement though. I will make an announcement because there was something that I recently did that I wasn't expecting to do. And I recently applied for a content creating program with Aliens Fire Team Elite 2. So hopefully I get it. If I do get it, then we might be back a little bit earlier than anticipated. But if I don't, then yeah, I'm going to be chilling. So
well, I wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna put it out there in the universe, and hopefully it receives it like you need to. And yeah, that's it for our show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next level, we out.